No. We feel like we can either throw the ball or run the ball. And it depends on what you want to do. And if you want to let us run the ball, then obviously we'd rather run it. But that's just the way it is. It's more of a byproduct of what people do to us. There's not a set going in. We have to get this many carries or this many things. So that's the great thing about this team is that we can beat you both ways.
What did they try to do to you during the course of the game?
They started to change up some of the reads for the quarterback, and I thought Dennis did a great job, just an outstanding job in the option game.
The outside option became open in the latter part of the game, didn't it?
Yeah, because they were trying to take the running back away. And to me, it doesn't matter. You want Dennis to carry it or you want Jonathan to carry it. To kind of like pick your poison because those kids are just so talented.
Did you have a kind of a script the first two series? Because it was just like you scored at will almost.
We have set openers, but I'm not a script guy because a lot of times what happens when you script is that you run a good play, but you don't get back to it for 15 plays. Well, if it's pretty good, you may want to run it again. You may want to run it before the script. So we certainly have a game plan going in that we know what we want to do on down and distance situations, and the whole staff, everybody has input on that, what we're doing on third and short, third and medium, third and long, and then whatever the situation dictates, we just start calling.
Did you anticipate you would run this well against these guys?
No, I don't think anybody anticipated that, but I think it's just as the game ebbs and flows, you just kind of respond,
And as that was coming along, did you call run more? Or change your
obviously. We still threw it 30 times today. I think Dennis had 30 attempts, so, it really is a byproduct of what they're trying to do to you defensively. So if you're going to give us the ability and the numbers to run the ball, then we're going to do that. So,
how would you rate Dennis's passing game? He missed a few guys, but he was on target.
He missed a few. He had a couple drops. I think he set the bar so high right now and completing 70% of his passes and being third in the country in pass efficiency. You almost want him to complete every one. Sometimes he gets too excited. He threw the one where he had Ed open and kind of hit him in the foot. He missed Ed on the sprint out. But when you run 90 plays, as I said, everybody said, well, you ran 90 plays, so that means I can call a lot of bad ones. And no one's going to notice them. You're allowed to have a few mistakes when you're going to run that many plays.
One of the big critical plays was when 34 almost intercepted. Remember the play when 34 for them almost intercepted? Game could have really turned around. I
don't remember that play offhand. I'd have to look at film. I'm not sure exactly which one that was.
So anyway, it looks like he's maybe telegraphing a little bit, maybe trying to throw too quick and instead of waiting.
At times he rushed it, but there were some other balls he threw that were outstanding.
He
made some real big throws for us. So that's what football's all about, is making plays. And this group was really, when push came to shove, they made plays. And the same thing happened. I think in the Stanford game, we went in, it was kind of close at halftime, and these guys came out with an idea and a mindset that, hey, we're not going to be denied, and that's the great thing about this group.
Chip, my understanding is, I'm sure you probably didn't go into this game knowing that you were going to give the ball 30 times to Jonathan, right? I don't know how many you ended with, but it's about that.
No, didn't go into the game knowing we were going to do that. As I said earlier, it's what are they doing to you defensively and what's working. And I'm smart enough to know that if he's ripping off runs like he is, then we're going to get him the ball a little bit more often. So.
How impressed are you with Dennis with the fact that the game was tied? I think he was deep in his own end zone almost, and the crowd was going wild, and he had the poise to get it done.
He's as good as there is in the country, and there's no other quarterback I'd rather have than him. And it doesn't matter what the situation is. The same thing happened in the Cal game. He drove us the length of the field and got us the 6-inch line. He was 12 for 12 in the third quarter against Stanford. And he's great in these situations, and I'm glad he's on our side.